Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the car boot crafter, and coming on today because I've been doing this project. So last Christmas I went to Hobbycraft and picked up this kit. So it's a sewing kit, which I don't normally do. I've got a sewing machine and I use that occasionally, but this is hand sewing and I haven't done hand sewing for absolutely yonks. So I bought it and I thought I'd give it a go. And obviously, because you don't want to see me doing all that sewing, I've already done it all. So let me show you what stage I'm at now. So I've done the sewing for all of this. So this is the final wreath bit, and it's all been filled out with some wadding inside, and then you had 8 of these, which are the what do you call it, they are the mistletoe. That's right, the mistletoe. So you sewed 2 of them together, and then you stuffed it with wadding, so you end up with 4 of them. Then you have a whole heap of holly leaves as well, which you just do some very simple running stitch to put the veins on the holly. So there's quite a lot of those, but these were really quick because they are just a very simple running stitch. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of those. And then you have this poinsettia as well. So you do a running stitch on the one and the other you just leave blank, because if you was to put your stitching on, by the time you've put that over the top, you won't see very much, if any, of it. And again, that was just a very simple running stitch. And I'm now at the stage where I'm ready to put my glue gun on and start putting it all together. In the kit you got all you need, so you even got the, no you didn't get the needle. That's from my needle kit that I've put down somewhere and misplaced. But you got 2 packs of this dark green thread, and you got 2 packs of this light green thread as well, and you've got all your instructions on the back of the box as well, including telling you how to do your running stitch and your blanket stitch, which I haven't done blanket stitch for years and years. And it reminds me of being at junior schools in Our Ladies in Tarcross here, sitting in a little the medical room as it was, and doing a blanket stitch with Mrs. Barrett, who was very passionate about sewing, but not very passionate about young girls. Because it was in them days where it was only the girls that did sewing classes. And we had to, first of all, we had to do a tray cloth, which was just a straight square piece of cloth, which we had to do all sorts of embroidery on it. And then we had to make a teddy bear using blanket stitch. And whenever I do blanket stitch, which obviously isn't very often, if at all, I'm always reminded of that blessed teddy bear, which was only probably about 6 inches, but took us days and weeks to make. And then we stuffed it with I believe a pair of my mum's old tights, I think we had to bring in. So yeah, not the most joyful memories from from the sewing classes we had, but there you go. So all of the wreath is blanket stitched. All of the mistletoe is blanket stitch, but everything else is running stitch. This did take quite some time to do, I have to say, because I mean the middle wasn't too bad because that's not an awful long way, but the outside did take forever. But but yes, and then you've got all of these little pom-poms as well that will go on it, and you got a lovely silky piece of red for your ribbon, which I'm not brave enough to attempt to tie a bow on live on live on video. I do want to just cut that at an angle just to finish it off like that. I was going to do a, you know, the 2 points, but then I think no, I'll do this instead. So there's my bow finished. It's a double bow as well, so gorgeous, gorgeous. And now all I have to do is put it together using hot glue. Now I could be brave and sew, but I'm not going to. I think the hot glue will be just as good. So I believe, yeah, if I remember rightly, that goes in the middle there of my poinsettia. So I'm just going to... Oh, and the other thing I did was, because they give you this, they called it ribbon, but it's more of like a leather or a suede piece. And they said to thread it through your stitches, which I was going to do, and I tried it and did it, but it was like one fatal pull and everything's going to come apart. So if it was through, literally they wanted, let me just grab that. Let's find a stitch. So you've got your blanket stitch here, and they wanted you to put it through that little piece of thread there and tie it off. And I thought, if that's on the wall or something hanging and someone yanks it, it's going to break my thread and all of that will come unravelled. So I thought, I'm not doing that. The one thing I didn't like about it is most of it is that very hard, stiff felt. I'd much rather it was that regular felt, which is a little bit softer, a little bit more floppy, but I think would have been easier to sew and much easier to put together. But anyway, I'm hoping that my glue gun is ready. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to start putting it together. So first thing I'm going to do, I think, is decide where I'm going to pop my poinsettia, because that's the biggest thing on here. So I'm going to pop it. I keep my top there. Let's move those out the way. I don't need those anymore. If I keep that there, what I want to do, I think, is put my bow at the top as well. So I'll probably put that on last. But I'm going to pop this down here, I think. So a little bit of glue on the back here. And hopefully I don't run out of glue. A little bit of glue there. And this one. Now I do remember there's that loose little bit of thread which I just want to catch with my glue at the back, because it keeps kind of sticking up. So a bit of glue there, and let's pop that on like that. I'm sure I paid about £5 for this. Might have been less actually, because I got it in the Christmas sale last year. And thought I'll do this in the year, but then completely forgot about it until I got all my Christmas stuff out and thought, do you know what, that'll be a lovely something to do at Christmas, you know, the countdown to Christmas and everything. So I'm going to, I think I'll do it like that, and then put, so you've got 1, 2, oh gosh, have I lost, I think I've lost one of my little red pom-poms. I'm going to have to maybe buy one. 1 second, because I'm sure I'm going to need some more glue. See if I can find it. Where's my glue gone? No, can't find it. I'm going to have to soldier on with this and see how we go. So I will want to put one this side. So I've got 1, 2. I've got 13, haven't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to do one with 5 to get 3, and then I'm going to have to find out where that's gone. It's either on my desk or it's around somewhere. Right, now then, let's see. Or shall I put... Do you know what? I think I might put these on first. Because I want these to go sort of at the side there. And I've double checked and to make sure that I've got the not so pretty side up. So let's put a little bit more there. I think what I might do is put it on, and when I'm happy, go round again with another glue stick, just to make sure that I've got everything together. I think that might need to be a little bit closer. Can I move it? Let's see. There we go. And I've got my pom-poms there. I'll put those on last as well. And I want to... Oh, it's kind of... Where do you put these things? I think I'm going to... I don't want to put it too high. Shall I put it there? Or shall I put it quite high? I think I might put it quite high. Let's pop it on like that. So I can hide all my not so good stitching on the back. Just to double check I've got the right side. And I'm definitely going to go around, I think, with a bit more glue afterwards. So what do you think? That looks okay, doesn't it? I think. And let's get these on. I think I'll pop one there, so I'll start with that one. Start with that one like that, and one going that way. Make sure I've got the right side as well. That way. There we go. I can get rid of all these little lines of glue afterwards, can't I? I can't go all the way with that one. Oh, gosh, that's hot. Note to self, stop putting your finger in the glue. And then that one can go this side. I can only go halfway with this one. Like that. And then I've got to pop that in the middle, I think. Like that. Oh. Need a bit more glue on there. But yeah, I've enjoyed doing this actually. It's been a little frustrating at times because of my stitchings are not not always the best. But and my gluing is not always the best either, as you can probably tell. So that's that one on there. Should we put the 5 one on there, do you think? Maybe put the 5 one here. So again, I'm going to pop the that there like that, so I can get the measure of it. What I don't want to do is overlap too much. Oh, I put the glue on the wrong way round. Oh goodness, wrong side. Should have looked better. Right, let's start again with this one. Well, both of them will be 4s now. All of them will be 4s rather than 3s on here. And then that one, like that. And the good thing is putting all of this on kind of covers up any of my not so good stitching especially on the actual wreath based. Pop that on like that. There we go. And this one as well. Pop that on. Well, running out of glue. This is the problem now, isn't it? I should have double checked before I pressed record that I had enough glue. Where did I put that glue? I know I've got it here somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Excuse me 1 minute. I'll have a quick look. Oh, this is annoying. No, I had some. Oh. I know I've got some. I know I have. Ah. Found them. Sorry about that, guys. I found them. In fact, I've got... This is not the one I was looking for. I know I've got another one somewhere, which is already open. Probably hidden it somewhere safe. So let's pop this one. I'll need that to glue down a bit more, don't I? Pop that on there like that. And actually, if that's oozing, I can pop that on as well. So there's my red pom-pom on there. And then, so I want to pop this one here. Could have done with that one being a little bit lower, couldn't I? Wonder if I can take them off. No, if I take them off, they're going to rip, aren't they? Or are they? Yep, they're going to rip. So, do I want to pop that up here? I could pop that up here, couldn't I? And then I've got one missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, that would be the 4, but sure has an extra one. Oh, there it is. Ah, no, that's still 4. Oh well. I'm sure I had 13, didn't I? Did I count 13? Sure I did. So there's 1. Make sure I get the right side. 2. There. Yes, there it is. 3. There we go, 3. And then this one is 4. Pop that there. And if I pop that on there like that, it doesn't really matter then that I've lost that pom-pom, does it? So let's put some glue on the back of my bow. And stick it on there like that. So if I find a red one, I will pop it on there, but just to finish that off. And then I have all of these white pom-poms, which, if I remember rightly, go in the middle of the mistletoe. So I've got 4 there and 5 there. Okay, so I think I'll put the 4 on this side and the 5 on that side. So let's put a little bit of blob on there. So I must have a look in Hobbycraft to see if they've still got these in stock, because I think they're really could be a nice present to make for people for Christmas. A little decoration like this, which, okay, took a little bit of time to put together, but yeah, I think it would make a nice present for Christmas. So there's 4 on that side, press that right in, and then I've got the 5 for this side. And let's pop that on. Oops, that one's alive. 2, 3. This would be nice to have with a nice glass of something. Christmas music on. Nice quiet evening. put it all together. There's 4 and there's the 5th one on there. So I'm a little bit disappointed with this one, so I'm wondering if I can peel that that glue off. But it's not going to come off, is it, without wrecking it? Oh, well, maybe that's the reason. Maybe that I had 13 rather than 12 of these holly leaves in here. Maybe in case you went wrong. But that, yeah, no, that won't come off now. What a shame. Because that would have been, I could have put it there, couldn't I? A little bit more holly. But anyway, so that is my hand sewn holly wreath. So I'm going to pop that up once I've got all of these little strings of glue off. Let's unplug that. So I've got all these little strings off. They can go in the bin. And yeah, I'm going to pop that downstairs in the living room on the wall. So yeah, if Hobbycraft has still got them in, definitely give them a go. They're great fun. Yeah, and an alternative to the regular sort of wreath as well, isn't it? So yes, I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.